What is going on? This is Cody, and you are tuned into B-Boy 45, broadcasting from the Seacrest Studios here at Children's Hospital, Colorado. And we have a very special treat for you. It is another special edition of the latest news to keep you in the groove with Maya. Maya, who's on the line with us today?
Joshua Bassett.
Joshua Bassett. Woo!
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for having me.
Well,
Thank you so much for calling
Maya, take it away, girl.
So I'm so excited to be talking to you. So thank you so much.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
So my first question for you is, when did you first discover you wanted to be an actor?
So I sort of did musical theater when I was like 7 because my sisters were doing it, but I think I was really just doing it because they were. And then when I was about 16, I was going to community college, and my oldest sister's friend from college randomly messaged me on Facebook, and she was like, "Hey, we're trying to fill this role. We would love to have you come audition for it." And I was living in San Diego at the time, and I was like, "I don't really know if this will work out, but sure, I'll go take a meeting." And then the story goes that 24 hours later, I was in the callback room for Avatar 2. And I was like, what is going on? I don't know how I got here, but unfortunately, I did not book Avatar 2. But from then on, it was sort of like, okay, maybe I could do this. I always sort of doubted myself, but that sort of gave me the confidence to be like, maybe I could actually pull this off. So from then on, I just continued to audition and then eventually started booking things.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I love your music. I listen to it all the time. Your music has helped me through a lot. So thank you. I really love your song, Sorry. And I was wondering, what was the inspiration behind that song?
Yeah, I mean, my friend had recently gone through a breakup, and the dude sort of just like didn't really care, and was sort of just like, I basically was sort of writing about other people that weren't even me, and I was sort of like, I was upset for my friend, and I was like, that guy's going to be sorry, and so I was like, there's something in there, and so I just sort of kept messing around with the idea. Eventually the song just sort of came out of me. I can't really explain it, but it all came together, and then it turned into be what it is now. But so it's not even actually about me, which is funny.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. So what's your songwriting process like?
Yeah, I mean, it can really differ. It does actually differ every single time. I mean, my song Common Sense, I wrote that while I was driving to an audition when I was like 15. And then I wrote Feel Something while I was on a walk in the pouring rain. So it really, I wrote Do It All Again in a hotel room. It can really be like anywhere. It's wherever inspiration strikes, and I have either a guitar or a phone with a voice memo. So there's no real direct process. It's honestly whenever inspiration strikes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I actually, just really quickly about your song Feel Something. I think I know every word to that song by now. I've had it on repeat since it came out. Like, I still remember the day it came out. And then on my sister and I recently graduated, and the morning of graduation, before we left, I was like, I have to listen to Feel Something. I listened to that, and then also we went to LA a couple months ago as a graduation gift, and we went to the Santa Monica Pier. And so I was like, okay, we have to sign our names into the sand. We have to do everything the song says. So
not everything, not the skinny dipping part, but yes.
Yeah, no, not that. But
that's great. That's so awesome. No, it's funny that you say you know all the words, because my friends Bobby and Sierra, who are actually in the music video, they still don't know all the words. So You're a bigger fan than they are. So
um, so you play Ricky in the High School Musical series on Disney Plus, and I love that show. And I was wondering, have you had a favorite song you performed?
that's a great question. I mean, they've had some great songs. I mean, we didn't really perform Just for a Moment, but I think that's a very special one for me. But obviously, that's from season one. In season two, I would have to say I really loved Let You Go. I didn't write that one, but it's a really special one to me, and I love that I'm able to show off a little more of my range. It goes low and high. Like a lot of times, I'm just up here, So it was cool for me to be able to do that, and it was nice that Ricky finally had a piano ballad. It was about time,
Yeah, yeah. I love both of those songs. Yeah, this is also just a random memory. Like in one of my classes, one of my teachers was showing us a video, and the ad for High School Musical came on for the series. It came on, and Just for a Moment was playing, and she was about to skip it. I said, "No, don't skip it."
That's amazing. Oh my God.
So I was wondering, can you relate to Ricky in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's lots of ways I can relate to Ricky. I mean, one is that in his character description, it says, when I auditioned for the role, they give you a breakdown and they describe what the character is. And the last thing it says is most likely to sleep through his alarm. And about 2 or 3 months into filming, I woke up to a FaceTime call from Tim Federle, the showrunner, and our AD, Brent Geiser. And I was so confused. I woke up and I picked up the FaceTime call, and they were like, "Hey, Josh, where are you?" And that's when I looked at my clock and I saw that I was 3 hours late. And I was like, oh my God, I have no idea how, but my alarm never went off, which is true. It malfunctioned. And I just showered and got to work immediately. But I told Tim when I got there, I was like, you technically can't be mad because you did say that Ricky was most likely to sleep through his alarm. So really, I'm just character acting.
Yeah. 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 So what show are you currently binge watching?
I am actually not watching a show right now. I know that sounds so strange, but I feel like I haven't like logged into Disney Plus or Netflix in like way too long. So I honestly don't have a show right now other than High School Musical, the musical series, of course, season 2, streaming now. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, we my family and I since quarantine started, we've binge watched so many shows.
Oh.
So yeah.
What's been your favorite so far?
Oh, now that you ask me that, I don't remember anything we watched. Right now we're watching Teen Wolf, which I really like. So
great. Yeah, awesome. I've never seen that one, but
it's so good. So if you could have any song playing to announce your entrance into a room, what song would it be?
Wow, that's a great song. I mean, I always blast Queen anytime I'm walking into a room. I mean, it's literally a tradition on set where every single morning I walk in with a speaker and I play a new song. So I would have to say Don't Stop Me Now, I think, by Queen, because that song always gets the energy going and is always like it's a good song to pump along to,
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. So if you could play any character from any book, TV show, or movie, what would your dream role be?
Oh, wow. Well, that's a great question. I mean, obviously Spider-Man. I mean, that one's pretty obvious. But I don't know. It's funny. I mean, I know they already made the series of unfortunate events show, but that was like my favorite book series growing up. The brother on that show. Although I guess I'm probably too old for that now. Oh man, that's a good question. I mean, I love the Sherlock Holmes series with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's such a great Sherlock, and that'd be such a cool role to play. Really, any like action movie guy or any. Honestly, I'd be down for anything. So that was the most generic answer probably in the world, but
Oh, cool.
Baby Driver. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember we watched that movie, but I don't actually remember it. So
it.
yeah, there's all these movies, like some that my family and I bring up a lot, like we reference, and I remember them. And then the others that they reference, I'm like, I know I watched that, but I don't remember it at all.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a terrible memory, so I totally understand that. Hopefully you remember High School Musical, though. Hopefully.
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah. I have a terrible memory too, so
It's rough.
yeah. So my last question for you is, who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
Wow. Like in the world or in my personal life?
Either.
Well, not to get too cheesy on you, but I would say my mom was the first person I called when I was going to the hospital. And I was in Salt Lake City, and she got on a plane within an hour. And she was there with me by my side as much as she could be with the COVID restrictions. So I would have to say her.
Oh, wow. Yeah. My mom and my sister are mine. They're my best friends, and I have no idea what I'd be lost in this world without them. So
yeah.
Well, I still haven't processed that I'm talking to you. So thank you so much for calling in. I just wish I could keep adding questions.
Well, we'll have to do this again. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We'll have to do this again sometime. But thank you so much for having me, Maya. You're doing such great things with your show. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I know Maya will keep us updated on everything you're doing and where we can find you.
Beautiful.
And if you're ever in Colorado, swing on by Children's Hospital Colorado. I'm sure there's a lot of kids that would love to meet you.
I might be in Colorado this year, actually. So we'll see. I'll have to take you up on that.
All right. Well, you have a great day. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.